A couple of stories have broken today that I want to talk about because I think that it's vital to discuss the future of the cryptocurrency industry while also talking about ethics, because ethics kind of come from more of a very business background as well as government background, but it definitely should be imposed on markets like the cryptocurrency industry. And a lot of people lose their minds when it comes to money, and I think that's probably what it boils down to at a very basic level. So the news that I'm talking about today is ZachXBT, who a lot of people have come to cherish on crypto Twitter, has been sued by a guy that he wrote an article about a year ago, and the guy is claiming defamation. But the problem with that is this guy is a very wealthy guy. He made off with a lot of money on 10 failed projects that he tried to start in this industry. And so the guy has a lot of capital to invest in lawyers for a case like this. But ZachXBT, on the other hand, hasn't really gained much of anything from his efforts in this space. Doing his investigative journalism, he's never requested money for any of the work that he's done, and he also does it out of the kindness of his heart. So he hasn't really made anything in this industry from all of the work that he's put into it. So he's requesting donations, and personally, I will be donating to that cause because I stand behind Zach and I stand behind free speech. I think that the journalism that he's doing should be protected under the First Amendment. On top of that, I think that this is a direct attack on trying to shut people like him up that go out and do this type of investigation because they don't want to be investigated. And if that's the case, then we're leading ourselves down a very dark path, and I don't want to be a part of that. The next article, or the next bit of news that I should say, came out today is a battle between Polly and Ben. A lot of you know who Ben and Polly are on crypto Twitter, but they've had a sparring match going on for a while now, trying to basically one-up one another for clout on Twitter, but it got taken a little too far today. Polly decided to dox Ben, which is a huge no-no to begin with, but then he took it a step further and doxed Ben's children, which I think is taking it way, way too far. We should never be in a place where we are comfortable with outing somebody's child on the internet. That is just a big no-no. And beyond that, if you have a problem with somebody, don't out them on the internet. Take them to court. Do what this Machi guy is doing to ZachXBT, if that's how strongly you feel about it. But there are way too many people, way too many crazies on the internet, I should say, to be doxing and stooping that low. So those are my thoughts on both of these situations. Neither one is a good look for the cryptocurrency industry. I think that we have a lot of work to do to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen again, and I will continue to do my part as far as education goes, and trying to be a shining light or a shining example in the industry. But it takes a village, right, to raise a child, and I think that in this instance it takes a village to make sure that we remain ethical with one another in this industry. So I encourage all of you to go out and voice your opinions on these news pieces, and maybe help out in any way that you can in the future. But again, that's what I wanted to share with you all, impart with you all. That's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching, guys. Crypto Clay out.